Hi there, guys. Good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time it's around 11:10, approaching midnight, and I'm going to do a few videos for you. So the first one is done. First one is a fragrance from Al Haramain. Check that out. It's a Detour Noir Intense. That's the last one from the lot, and I did cover this alongside my previous one, the Eco and the exclusive before. So the Intense one was covered today. That was a take on Pegasus exclusive by Parfum de Marly. So second episode, it is a very surprising uh, discovery by me that I had this sample and I did not know it. It was somewhere in one of my drawers. Like I have many samples. I have like a basket right there at the back. So at the back, I have at least like 100 few samples, okay, which I was gifted while I purchased perfumes. But this one, someone gifted me. I do not remember. I did not purchase this. I have a sample of this and I've been wearing this. It's a sample of a fragrance called Gris Charnel by BDK Parfums. Okay, so this is one of the most high fragrances alongside its original, that is Gris Charnel. And BDK Parfums I have reviewed, I think Rouge Smoking, and I tried a couple of other ones, and they have Riviere. I forgot the name exactly, but their fragrances seem like very hyped. But at times I feel some of the fragrances fall kind of under the hype. Okay, I mean like it doesn't really reach that expectation versus reality, because the prices are very expensive. BDK Parfums, once they're offered for around 150 $140. Now I think the prices have gone high to up to almost 200 something dollars. This one particular one, I have checked the price. If you buy a test unit of this perfume, it's gonna cost you money, 200 something dollars. The original fragrance, that is Gris Charnel, the EDP, I think costs a little bit less, under $200. But if you buy full packaging, $220. Okay, so very expensive. So this one, it says Nose. I don't know if it's a website. So I think they sell perfume. It says Nose. Oh, I cannot read, man. www.nose.fr. Maybe one of my brothers, maybe Shadin Shariar Bhai, gifted me. I don't remember. So this is a very nice. I wore half of it already, and I like it so much. And I'll tell you why this fragrance is such a bliss. And another thing is, I would add to the story is that I reviewed this DNA before, even though not this perfume. Previously, you have seen me reviewing this too, if you remember. One was this one, Liam by Latafa Liam Grey, you can call that. There's another one called Blue. So this is sort of like a take on Gris Charnel. Another one was Francique, I forgot the name, Francique 6355. Okay, and I think this is Fragrance World perhaps, or Price Corner. Fragrance World. Okay, so these two are very, very good alternatives and affordable budget version of Gris Charnel. I never tried Gris Charnel before. I mean, when I reviewed those, I did not try Gris Charnel side by side. But now that I do, I can tell you the differences between the clones and the original, and I'll tell you if it's worth the full bottle and the full price tag. Okay, so I sprayed it on my arm, man. When I sprayed for the first time, I saw that like it's one of the corners. I'm going to do a little bit different. Okay, when I saw this sample, I'm like, oh, I was gonna like just throw it back. The moment I saw the name BDK and I say Gris Charnel Extrait, when it's written there, I got very excited, because I was planning to buy the full bottle then to make the content, but the sample sort of helped me. So when I sprayed it, it made me smile big, okay, very big, because I really like that fragrance like DNA. It has cardamom. First thing that I noticed was cardamom, and it has this other note. I'll tell you. It has cardamom, fig, black tea, and then iris, bourbon vetiver, and then what? There's some floral, I can say Cistus incanus, incanus. I don't know what the floral is. Sandalwood, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, cedar, patchouli, and salt, or maybe patchouli leaf. Okay, so those notes are there. Definitely, it reminds me of one of the perfumes I tried long time back. The fig note, particularly, remind me of Acqua di Parma. One fragrance was there, something fig. Okay, uh, hold on, what's the name of the fragrance? Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I just go back to phone because I do not remember all the names. So if you type like Acqua di Parma Joy, I mean, you'll see a lot of these Acqua di Parma reviews. So this is the one, Pico di Amalfi, that I reviewed, say 5 years back. Okay, I had this bottle. Okay, and then they have many other perfumes I reviewed from this line. You can check out Osmanthus, Acqua di Parma Colonial line. So a lot of these. So it reminds me, this fragrance, Gris Charnel Extrait, remind me of the Pico di Amalfi. So that fig note is very nice. It's a kind of like a ripe fig, as opposed to Pico di Amalfi that was more fresh. more green. This one on my hand, it is very much, first thing comes to your mind is that suit. You know, this is something you're not going to wear playing basketball. I mean, you don't want to wear because it'd be a waste. If you want to go like wet market shopping, buying some fish, and these are the places I will not wear this perfume. It smells of very expensive, luxurious fragrances like Tuxedo, Dior Parfum. It's in that category. Even I would say Brioni, EDP Intense. I keep referring to it. Very high class. So this one has that cardamom. Cardamom definitely is a big love for me. Lanui de L'Homme, or maybe you can say, what's that fragrance? Oh man, the tiger. You know, like I had that fragrance, that spicy fragrance from what house? Sorry, when you wake up, you don't remember a lot of things. If I remember, I'll tell you. So, yeah, now it's stuck in my head. What is that fragrance? You know, it had that cardamom and the spices. Oh man, sorry about that. Okay, so if you are a big fan of cardamom, fig, this fragrance will work for you right away. And there are other notes that are like that black tea. It pops up on the dry down. It does not give you the black tea in the opening. So hold on, I have to remember the name. Yeah, when I paused, it came to me. It is African Leather by Memo Perry. If you like that one, this is gonna be your kind of gem. So I was saying, this fragrance is very high class and is very thick, intense. I will try the BDK Parfums, the Gris Charnel EDP, and compare these two. But for now, it smells like champ. I can see the reason for the hype. Okay, for sure, it is worthy of hype. Longevity is very, very good. Push is about 1.5 hours. It projects very well. Then it becomes kind of like a mellow, bit sweeter. It loses some of its spice. And if you already smelled this one, the Francique, you know, or the Liam, the dry down of this fragrance reminds me of these fragrances. So if you want to know the difference between the clone and this, one thing is the ingredients. I can definitely tell this one has more presence. But the clones, they feel a little bit like, sometimes a little bit like a side by side. If you smell them together, you'll see that they feel a little bit like less potent or a little bit of a shadow of these. Okay, so is it worth the price tag? This is the most important thing. In my humble opinion, this is a bit expensive, and I have hard time saying it because I wish this was $150. I would buy it any day without any hesitation. When it goes over 220, you are talking niche category, niche territory, and it is in that. Like if you talk about Tuxedo, you're paying for it, okay, you know, but this is also expensive, so you really have to save up and buy this. So if you already have the clone, do you need this? The development is pretty nice. I mean, like the other notes that I talked about, the you can smell those iris and a little bit of a greenery at the base, but mostly it is like a vanillic, tonka bean dry down. So spicy, a little bit of that tea. That the fig is very big in this, and mostly that it has this sparkling kind of like a, you know, having a drink at the bar, which is a little bit of a mature man's drink. It is not the typical cocktail of younger crowd. Okay, this is basically for me a 35 and up, you know, people who wear Dior Parfum, you know, if you are wearing code Armani's code Parfum, this fragrance is going to be right up your alley. It's very sophisticated, it's very creamy. I love this scent. The only thing I don't like is the price tag. Okay, if you can get a partial within 100 bucks, get it. Okay, if you're a perfume lover, I would say get it. And if you actually want to get a taste of it, get, I think there's one more clone, I don't know, someone said from Paris Corner, perhaps they made, but if you know Francique, I'll tell you the name. Francique 6355 by Fragrance World, and then Liam, Latafa Liam Grey. If you try these two, if you actually can like this scent profile, then you'll crave for the original, that is the BDK Parfum. So I think the fragrance it deserves a 10 because I don't see any weakness from this. It reminds me of a sexiness of CH Preview for some reason. It has like a playful vibe at the background. So even though it's a bit mature, it's a mature man who is a playful guy. Okay, so very sophisticated, very nice, very, very nice, rich perfume. I really like it. I'm gonna wear through the sample, like scent of the day, few days, then maybe I'll save up and buy a full bottle. Okay, and I am going to try the EDP as well, see which one gives me more. But I think most people said this one has more depth. Okay, so BDK Parfums Gris Charnel Extrait Parfum, or Extrait version, it gets a 10 for me. Okay, despite the price tag, which is a 0. I don't want to pay that price tag, no. But the perfume is actually good. I don't want to lie. Okay, so thumbs up. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Let's do one more video, then we'll upload it. Take care. Bye bye.